thing that we have to keep in mind is that as much as we are trying to create those moments as we're speakers, we're talking, we're teaching, we're preaching, we're leading. Let us not get caught up in complexity when we're delivering our messages. Oftentimes, the best solutions are found in the simplicity of it. I know that we try to, we study hard, we look over things and we ask God to provide us a way to develop and deliver a message. But in that translation of what He's given us, part of us can get in the way of what He's trying to say to people. Like, I'll give you an example. Myself, I love using analogies to draw, to point to a particular area that I'm trying to deliver to someone. If someone is talking to me, or if I'm developing one of these videos and God is speaking a word to me, I love to be able to compare it to something that's relatable to the audience that I'm trying to get this message to. But in that moment, I can, in my mind, say, oh, I know they're going to like this. When I say this, they're going to go, ooh. And as a listener, when you go, ooh, and you really, that's means touching, it can be touching your emotions when you go, ooh, because that's an emotional response. But what am I doing for you spiritually if I'm taking God out of it by putting my own stamp of it in it? It doesn't do any justice. It doesn't help you. You're still in your situation. You're still not knowing how to get out of your situation. If I'm worried about how I'm going to look, how people are going to like me for saying what I'm about to say, how I'm taking this complex point and now I'm trying to make it simple. Drive the point as simply as you can, because a lot of times we can lose an audience by making it about us. When we make it about us, it takes Him out of the situation. And God is to get the glory in all that we do as teachers, as ministers, as preachers, as leaders. Remember, your primary impact is to lead people closer to God, lead people to make better decisions in life. As inspirational, motivational speakers, your responsibility is the same. Oftentimes we have people saying, ooh, listeners, when you go, ooh, really think about what you've been said and challenge the speaker to explain what they're saying. Because oftentimes when you go, ooh, they're like, oh yeah, I'm getting them. Now they're like, okay, now I can drive another point. But if you're confused with the first point, and here comes a second point, and now you're confused at the second point, and now they're moving to a third point, you confuse the whole message. And now you're giving nonverbals or verbal responses that are telling them that, yes, keep going, when you're like, hold up, I was lost at point number one. So it's on the listener and the speaker to make sure that you're getting your message across. And a lot of times we're losing people because we're going complex when really simplicity is going to get the point across. So remember, sometimes we have to go left, right, up, down, back, forth. Let's just go straight and lead them straight to truth and watch what happens. When you lead them to truth, when you are able to speak to them directly about the situation that they're going in, if you're able to give them a word that you receive from God directly, they'll receive it. And when they receive it, then they can make the changes that they need to make in their lives to make things better or improve their situations. The key to unlock understanding sometimes is simplicity. We don't have to use all these different tactics or these different ways to deliver messages. Go straight. So that way people can know which way to come back. Straight. You don't have to go crooked. Straight.